What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Hour presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, Jail and Josh. What's up, boys?
What up?
I'm here. It's Friday. I'm feeling good.
Here.
Let's
We
go.
missed you a little bit on Quiplash, Josh. Jay did his best Josh impersonation, but it just
it was bad.
At the beginning, it was good.
Very
Whenever
loud.
he did the hand moments, but the Trading Makes Fantasy Fun was just like we had to end the show immediately after that. It was rough. So we're glad to have you back, Josh.
I feel like you probably missed me because I'm usually so bad at Quiplash that you kind of needed that person that you're like, okay, we know Josh is gonna lose, so
I
like,
needed
everyone
you,
else
Josh.
has a
I'm gonna
good
be
time,
honest.
so.
Yeah, I needed you.
You're right, guys. Also joining us today to play some Fantasy Fortune on this Friday evening is our great friend Dave Kluge. You can find him on Twitter at Dave Kluge. It's right there below his handsome face. And he is a staffer over at Football Guys. Dave, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. No stranger to the Front Yard Fantasy crew. I've done a few of these shows in the past. This is my first time though playing Fantasy Fortune, so I'm very excited for this one.
This is my favorite game. So you're in for a treat.
All right.
I think it might be my favorite game as well.
What was the one we played last time?
Poll perception has a great
Poll
place in my
perception was
heart.
a blast.
Yeah. Especially
Poll perception's less stressful, I feel like.
Yeah,
You're right.
This game's a little bit more.
I feel like I'm good at that too, because I feel like one of my biggest strengths is kind of understanding how the masses feel about something. Because that's a tough thing to do. You know, some people are so pigeonholed in how they think, and they don't think about how other people are viewing a situation. So that's a good one. I like poll perception.
I like that one because even if you're bad at that, it forces you to look at that context, right? Like it forces you, like if you're 50 percentage points off, you're forced to reckon with the fact that maybe everyone doesn't love T. Higgins as much as you do, or maybe the community is down on Mike Evans whenever you love that man as if you was.
Everyone else is wrong, and I'm a genius.
Exactly. We got
also
Joey
the cool part about it, real fast, is that even if you are wrong, you end up being wrong. You just blame everyone else. I'm not wrong. They're wrong. I have the right
on Twitter
answer here. It's just these guys are idiots that voted on it. So.
The number of times Twitter is insane has been said during poll perception is a little bit too high on our show. We got
Joey. Don't even get me
here.
started on Reddit. Like when we do Reddit polls.
Oh, it's a whole different world out there. Joey says, so there I was working in my office on a Friday night. The alert comes up from FanDuel that says FYF with Dave Kluge. It was at that moment I realized no work would be done. Let's go, boys. How beautifully written that comment was, Joey. You have such a way with words. JR in here. What's up, John? How are you doing? He said, here we go.
What up, John?
Indeed. This should be a good game today. And Kev, welcome in. Josh, Kev joined us earlier today, even though you weren't there. We thought maybe he just came for you, but Bird up.
Kev's our friend now.
Yeah, Kev's my friend, Josh. So
Kev's Simon's friend now.
Get out of here, Kev.
Yeah, sorry, Josh. You've been replaced. Me and Kev are best friends now.
You guys don't even know what Kev looks like. All right?
Yes, we
do.
Very tall and has a large
very
beard.
handsome, and he likes birds.
He's 6'3", beard down to here.
6'3", beard down to here.
And that's really it. That's all
how
I got.
he looks. Yeah,
and that's
he looks like that picture right there. That sums it up. I don't know.
And Kev is present. Thank you for checking in. We take roll call every day here. We got Taylor in here. This is I'm just here to harass Dave. Perfect. Thank you.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
We need some Dave.
I'm only here to get harassed by Taylor, so this is just perfect.
Guys, like I mentioned today, we are playing some Fantasy Fortune. Before we get started, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our guest Dave on Twitter, one, what are you doing? Where have you been? And two, go follow him right now at Dave Kluge. He's one of the best analysts in this space and a good person. We all enjoy hanging out with Dave, and you guys should make sure you're following him over there on Twitter. And check out the content that they're putting out with Football Guys. They're doing awesome stuff over there. The team is growing. It's been really exciting to watch what Football Guys has been doing this year. Two, after you do that, if you're watching this, that means you are already on the FanDuel YouTube or Twitch page. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button and make sure you are subscribed to the FanDuel YouTube channel. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. And then go check out FanDuel on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. They're at FanDuel on all of those platforms. There is a whole team of awesome content creators there. Xbox Live, Zynga, AIM. You can find them at FanDuel on all of those places. Not on MySpace, though. They are over.
They have the Xbox Live name FanDuel. I'm going to be honest. Like, that would be tough to get.
Yeah, but there's a whole team of awesome content creators helping you guys win some money and win your league. So make sure you guys follow them over there on all of those platforms. And then one more request, guys. If you enjoy what we are doing here, if you like tuning in for our game show, we do this every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're subscribed to the Front Yard Fantasy YouTube channel as well. And come hang out with us during the afternoon on the weekdays where we're doing nothing but playing games like this one that we're about to play here today. on that note, guys, today we are playing Fantasy Fortune. Dave's been on a couple times, but he's never played this game like he mentioned. So he's making his Fantasy Fortune debut. Josh, do you want to run us through how this works before we start playing?
Yeah, I absolutely do, but I forgot to do a pre-show. Dave, you ready to lose?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going down, Dave. You're going down, Dave. You're going
down
today, Dave. I like to typically, give our guests a little bit of crap, whenever I'm a contestant with them, because obviously I'm gonna win. But we're playing Fantasy Fortune today. I'm sure most people know what Wheel of Fortune is, the popular television game show. It's a lot like Wheel of Fortune, except no wheel. That's why it's called Fantasy Fortune, not Wheel of Fortune. We got rid of that wheel. Instead of spinning the wheel, we will ask simple football-related questions. It could be like, who had more rushing yards during the 2021 season, Saquon Barkley or Ezekiel Elliott? If you get the question correct, you will get to guess a consonant for the puzzle. You will be expected to answer the question quickly as well. For every constant you get on the puzzle, you will be rewarded $500. Vowels cost $100. If you want to buy one, just let us know. If you guess anything wrong at all, we move on to the next contestant. And if it's your turn and you think you can solve the puzzle, just go ahead and say exactly what's up there on the board. Also, we have our 3 in a row rule. If you answer 3 questions in a row correctly, you get 3 letters in a row correctly as well. You will get to bank that money for the game from that round. And you get to guess at the puzzle. If you don't know it, we move on to the next contestant. But that is a benefit for you. Whoever collects most money over the course of the game will be our Fantasy Fortune champion today, a.k.a. me. Right, Dave?
Josh will send you, he'll fax you some Coles Cash. We're back on the Coles Cash train today.
Just give me your fax number, Dave, and I will absolutely fax you that Coles Cash.
We got Joey in here saying Taylor needs to get in line if he's here to harass Dave. Joey was here first. So Joey's going to be harassing you. Taylor's next up in line, though. So if Joey drops the ball, Taylor's ready to do it. And he said the family is tuned in. No pressure. How's that feel, Dave? You got you feeling any pressure?
I do not want to let the Cornell kids down at all. So I'm going to be bringing the heat tonight.
He can't be in here saying bear down. We got one Bears fan, so I can only assume that's aimed at you, Dave. And
I thought it was like bird up, bear down type of thing.
He might have been going for that, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
It could also be the Bears helmet and the Bears sign and, all the Bears stuff everywhere.
So Kevin in the chat said bird up, and he says it every time. So maybe it's a mixture of both,
So Dave, is bear down is bear down a thing that Bears fans say? Can you enlighten us? Is that
it's actually the emojis, the bear and then the down arrow. That's kind of like the thing for Bears fans. Bear down.
I had no idea.
Okay, today we learned.
Their fight song is Bear Down Chicago Bears.
I had no idea.
The fight song.
Never heard that. We're learning something new.
He's definitely not making a joke, though. He or she is not making a joke.
Maria in here said, I'm ready to solve these puzzles. And Jay loves your Lamar jersey behind you. Jay might have a
Jay let me borrow it for tonight, actually. This is his.
Jay has a signed Lamar jersey hanging behind him as well.
That's it.
Oh, it's the same one.
He also dyed it purple.
And Kev guessing 52%. We'll let you know if that's right next time we play
Settle down,
Reception, Kev. But that's a great guess on that one. And Taylor said, I really dislike
that's our favorite part.
I'll give you the special, Taylor. I'll make sure you do that for the rest of the time. And Kev in here saying, bear up. He's taking it to the next level. Guys, are you ready to start our game? JL is going to be running it today. He's got the puzzles. He ran them through Jay first. So Jay's using this as an excuse for why he's going to do so poorly in the chat today. He's already seen the puzzles, so he can't play along, but we have not seen the puzzles, I hope. So we are ready to play.
I have
Josh helped me come up with them.
Don't put that on me because I'm gonna win, and then you're having an excuse. Everyone else is having an excuse once I win.
And Go Irish saying hello to FanDuel. Yeah, what's up, FanDuel Daddy? Thanks for coming in and playing with us today.
It feels so much weirder when you switch it up from Daddy FanDuel to FanDuel Daddy. It just takes on a whole new meaning.
It's a new. We gotta mix it up a little bit.
All right, guys.
I like Daddy FanDuel more.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys. We are doing a new thing, and to start off our game today, the toss-up. Josh started this last week, I believe. And so here's our first puzzle. It's gonna be worth 500 contestants. What I need you to do, I'm gonna slowly reveal letters on this puzzle, and I need you to say your name as soon as you are ready to guess.
And a reminder before we do that, everyone in the private chat, not in the comments, our viewers are much smarter than we are usually, and will guess the puzzle before we do. So anytime a puzzle's up on the board, we got to make sure we're out of those comments. Sorry, JL.
No, so on this first one, all we're gonna do is just first one to say their name. Dave, you think you know what the puzzle is up there? Say Dave.
All right.
All right.
We're only going to do this for the first one, this toss-up.
Yes, just the first one, and this will determine who goes first. All right, here is the puzzle. It's an NFL player, $500. Here's the first letter.
Josh.
Yes, Josh.
Corey Davis.
Well done,
yes.
Josh.
Nice job, Josh.
There you go.
All I could think,
the first thing that came to mind was Vernon Davis, actually.
Vernon Davis.
I had David Moore, and then the V showed up, and I was like, COVID? And I was like, no one's last name is COVID.
Ooh, JR in here with the quick Corey Davis. I like it.
What did I tell you?
So
our chat's way smarter than we are.
Josh, you're going to go first. Dave, you are going to go second. Simon, you're going to go third.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Beautiful. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to load up the first puzzle here.
Get back out of the chat again. And Jay, I'll just let you know I have some. Yeah, perfect.
All right, this first puzzle, we're going to start off with an easy one with an NFL player, just an NFL player, nice and easy. Josh, you were going to go first.
Oh, I got it.
Would you like a question?
You got it?
I got something that fits, but I'm probably wrong.
Ready, Josh?
Simon. Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know what it is.
All right, here's your question, Josh. Josh, tell me, in 2021, which player had more passing yards? Which player had more passing yards in 2021? Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson?
More passing yards, Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson? Kirk Cousins.
It is Kirk Cousins. That's a nice, easy one to start you out. What letter would you like to guess here, Josh?
I'll take a T.
T. Bonk. I'm sorry.
Son of a gun.
Very
Simon's
sorry,
still
Dave.
confident down there.
Yeah. Dave, we're moving on to you. You can
All
solve,
right.
or would you like a question?
I'd like a question.
All right, Dave. Tell me, who had more passing yards in 2021? Who had more passing yards in 2021? Davis Mills or Ryan Tannehill?
I'm going to go with Davis Mills.
I'm sorry, it was Ryan Tannehill. He had 3,734 compared to Davis Mills 2,664. I'm sorry, Dave. Simon,
I'll tell you exactly why that is. It's because Ryan Tannehill played every week.
I would have said Davis Mills, though. I thought it was like a double trick. I would have said Davis Mills as well. He had a couple big passing yardage games this season. I would like to solve JL. I may be wrong, but I have a name that fits. David Johnson.
No, it's not.
Yes!
Get the hell out of here.
I wasn't sure. It does fit. And there's no T in there.
So confident, yet so misled. I'm so sorry, Simon.
It might be wrong.
And it
so
was in fact wrong.
So misled. Get out of here, Simon.
All right, Josh, we are coming back to you. Yeah. Are you ready for your question?
I am.
All right, Josh, tell me who had more interceptions 2021? Joe Burrow or Ben Roethlisberger?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Thank you. Made it
myself. I'll go with Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is correct. He had 14 interceptions compared to Big Ben's
Josh.
10. What letter would you like here, Josh?
An S.
S?
Yeah.
Okay.
S.
Bonk. Double bonk.
Come on.
Okay.
Give me a letter.
All right. Dave, we're back to you. You ready for your question?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take a question.
All right. I'm going to ask a question about fantasy points here. And just a reminder, all of my questions about fantasy points are going to be PPR scoring formats. That's points per reception scoring format, 4 point, just your standard scoring on PPR here. So Dave, tell me, who had more fantasy points on the season? Who had more fantasy points in 2021? Was it Najee Harris or was it Leonard Fournette?
Leonard Fournette.
I'm sorry, it's Najee Harris, 300.
Oh, man.
Leonard Fournette. I think it was the time that he missed at the end. Yeah. That was a little tricky. I'm sorry about that, Dave.
And
Simon,
and again, just like your last one, I think it's just due to like being on the field more.
Yeah. That
when it comes down
to the season run.
Yeah.
All right, Simon, you got another guess here?
No. I tried as hard as I could to just keep avoiding trivia, but it looks like I'm going to have to take a trivia question.
All right, Simon, tell me, who had more fantasy points in 2021? Hunter Renfrow or Jalen Hurts?
I was like, I've been studying the wide receiver finishes this year, and I was like, okay, I know where Hunter Renfrow finished. Let me and then you just throw Jalen Hurts out. Come on. I got to go with the quarterback. I'll say Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is correct.
Thank God.
By about 50 points. What letter would you like?
If you were double tricking me there, I'll take a J.
Bonk.
No,
oh
they're common in the names. So I thought all these other common letters hadn't worked. T and S. I'll take the J that's in a lot of names.
We're gonna get a letter. We're gonna get a letter.
Yeah,
I can feel it.
People in the chat have already solved it. I'm positive, like without a letter on the board.
No, they haven't.
Oh, okay.
They have.
Okay.
All right.
Give me the question.
All right, I got Josh.
This.
Who has more fantasy points 2021? Who got more fantasy points 2021? Was it Debo Samuel or was it Mark Andrews?
Oh, that's a better question than I thought. It's Debo, though.
It is Debo. Well done. What letter would you like here?
An R? There's got to be one of these letters in there.
2 R's.
Okay.
Done. That's going to give you $1,000 in the bank. And Josh, you can buy a vowel here. You can decide to buy a vowel. I don't know why I said that weird. You can buy a vowel here, you can take another question, or you can solve.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take another question.
All right, another question. Yeah. All right. Let's head over to the FanDuel Sportsbook. Josh, take a stroll with me.
I'm taking a stroll. I'll walk over to the FanDuel Sportsbook. Let's go. All
right. Josh, the Buffalo Bills are playing at the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend.
Okay.
True or false? True or false? The Chiefs are favorited by 3.5 points.
Yeah. Oh. Wait. The spread is 3.5, but I actually can't remember if you've. The Chiefs are. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, it's not. They're favored by 1.5 points.
Yeah, maybe 2 points, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I see how it goes. Like that's a solid gap. All right, Dave, we're back to you.
Yeah, I'm taking a question.
Taking a question? All right. All right, Dave, tell me who had more fantasy points in 2021? Who had more fantasy points in 2021? Mike Evans or Aaron Jones?
I'm going to go with Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is absolutely correct. Well done, Dave. What letter would you like to guess here?
Let's go with Y.
Y. There is a Y. Well done, Dave. Dave, you can buy a vowel here.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Or
no, I don't.
You can solve, or you can take another question.
I'm going to take another question.
Taking another question.
What?
All right, Dave. Tell me, who has more rushing yards? Who has more rushing yards in 2021? A.J. Dillon or Elijah Mitchell?
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, I know what this is. Okay, Simon, I got it the same.
I'm going to go with A.J. Dillon.
I'm sorry, Dave. It is Elijah Mitchell. He is at almost 1,000 rushing yards. Simon,
I knew that,
back
but he also missed 3 or 4 games.
He did, yeah.
He did.
It's been rushing. Can you solve, Simon? You seem like you knew
I'm going to solve. Jail, this is a name that I screwed you with in a question last time we played Fantasy Fortune. This is no other than Byron Pringle.
Well done, Simon. You got it.
Right. Byron.
I started playing the alphabet game like A-Y, B-Y, and it didn't take very long to get to B.
Bing bong.
Right when that Y popped up, I was like, oh, it's Brian Edwards. I was like, wait,
Brian
no,
Edwards.
that doesn't fit whatsoever. The Y is not even in the right spot.
And Mr. Scampers, I think, was the first one to get it
Mr.
about a minute ago.
Man, cats truly are the superior species, aren't they?
That one would have worked for what was on the board.
That would have worked, yeah. That was a really good guess.
I like it.
Maria with the Byron
S.
I was trying so hard to make Jamison Crowder fit in my, like, every time I looked at it after that R came up in the last name, I was like, no, it doesn't fit. But anytime I tried to think of a name, Crowder just kept coming up and up and up.
Are you guys ready to get into the next puzzle here?
Oh, yeah. Let's get into the next puzzle.
Let's do it.
Simon, you're going to get 1,000.
That was a rough round, to be honest.
That was tough.
For all of us.
It was a warm-up, I guess, sort of.
It's always a warm-up round.
Simon, you're going to get $1,000 for that one. Here, and we're going on to our next puzzle here. Josh, you're going to go first, and Simon got that one correct. This is fantasy football terms. These are fantasy football terms.
Good job on the crossword.
Yes, and it is crossword style. Everyone's familiar with that. There are 4 terms here. You can say them in any order whenever you're ready. Josh.
Very good job on this.
Would you like a question?
Yeah. I'm going to get out of the chat. I went back into the chat.
Yes, and contestants out of the chat, since the chat will get it, and play along with us if you are watching. We will praise you if you get it right before then, and we will make fun of you if you are wrong. That is how it works here. All right, Josh, tell me, who has more rushing touchdowns in 2021? Who's got more rushing touchdowns in 2021? Derrick Henry or Devin Singletary?
Oh, probably Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's correct, 10-7. Yeah. Well done, Josh. What letter would you like?
And give me an R.
R. 2 R's.
Okay.
That is going to give you $1,000 in your round bank. I don't know if that's what it's called, but I'm calling it that now.
I'll buy an E. I call it the round bank too, I think.
It looks rather rectangular to me. That is not round at all.
Hell upside.
There are 3 E's. It's going to cost you $300. Josh, would you like to buy another vowel or take another question or solve?
Just give me another question.
Another question it is. All right, Joshua Walter. Tell me, who's got more receiving yards in 2021? Who's got more receiving yards in 2021? Darnell Mooney or AJ Brown?
Oh, I hate that question. It's got to be Darnell Mooney.
It is absolutely Darnell Mooney. 1,055 compared to AJ Brown's 869. Josh,
bear down.
What letter would you like? Bear down.
Bear up.
Bear up. Bear sideways.
Yeah, totally. Give me a. Yeah, I'm gonna take my shot with this one. It's not a very popular letter in most puzzles, but I'm gonna go with the C here.
C.
Yeah.
Well, there's one C.
I think there's gonna be more. Okay.
I got that last word.
All right, Josh. You know the drill.
I know the
question
drill.
Solve.
Yeah. Okay, just give me another question.
Another question. Here's your second question, Josh. Who has more passing attempts in 2021, Josh? Who's got more passing attempts in 2021 regular season? The Dallas Cowboys or the Carolina Panthers?
I was really expecting a quarterbacks here, not teams. The Dallas Cowboys or the Carolina Panthers. So the Cowboys actually threw a lot less this season than a lot of people expected. Great defense. Carolina Panthers, they were losing most of their games. I feel like I got to go with the Panthers here. Panthers.
I'm sorry, Josh. It is the Cowboys. It is the Cowboys.
All right.
About 50 attempts. That's kind of close. But actually, they're all kind of, never mind. All right. Dave, we're moving on to you. Would you like to solve?
Ready.
Would you like to take a question?
I'll take a question. Let's hope I can get this one.
The Panthers never got any first downs. I kind of forgot about that. So how are you supposed to have a lot of passes? That's
a good point. That's a good point. All right, Dave, who has more passing touchdowns in 2021? Who's got more passing touchdowns in 2021? The Green Bay Packers or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, it's got to be the Packers.
It is the Packers. Well done, Dave. What letter would you like?
Goodness. Give me a T.
T.
It's at least
2 T's.
Was that last one passing yards?
It was passing touchdowns.
Oh, passing touchdowns. Gotcha.
Dave, that's going to give you $1,000 in your round bank. You can buy a vowel here. Take another question or you can solve.
I'm going to take another question, please.
Another question. You got it. Let's stay right here. I like this category. Dave, tell me who's got more passing touchdowns 2021. Is it the LA Chargers or the Miami Dolphins?
Chargers.
It is the Chargers. 2 for 2. Nice.
Right. Give me an N, please.
An N.
Oh.
2 N's. It's going to give you another 1,000. You got 2,000 in your round bank. This is your last opportunity to buy a vowel this go around, because if you get the next one right and you guess the letter correctly, Dave, you are going to get to bank this money. So if you want to buy a vowel,
no vowels for me. I will go with another question.
Another question. I like it. All right, Dave. Who has more rushing touchdowns 2021? Or, I'm sorry, rushing yards. Who has more rushing yards in 2021? The Cleveland Browns or the Arizona Cardinals?
I am going to go with the Browns.
It is the Browns. Well done. About 400 yards, 470
yards. Do I get a chance
so.
to solve now, or am I done? Because I think
so guess one more letter.
Yes, one letter here, and then I'm going to give you about 5 seconds to solve if you can, and then we're going to move on to Simon. But you will bank the money if you get this letter correctly.
All right, D, please.
D.
Really went out on a limb on that one, dude.
There are 2 Ds.
Yeah. No,
ooh.
Well done, Dave. All right, Dave, you got 5 seconds. I'm going to do a little countdown here.
You could try.
If you'd like to solve. You don't have to. If you don't want to.
All right, I'll try to solve. There's no, if I get it wrong, it doesn't count.
No,
right?
no, there's no penalty.
No penalty.
All right, I'm going to go contender, veto. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Dave. Good try.
But
Simon.
hey, that puts you in a firm lead, actually.
The D threw me off. I thought I knew what that RE word was, and then just completely threw me off.
Man.
How do I I got to change this. Okay. All right, Simon, we are moving on to you.
I think I was at.
And Dave said the only 2 words I knew in this puzzle. I don't know the other 2, so I'm going to need a question.
All right, give me a second.
You spelled container really weird down there at the bottom.
I did, didn't I? All right, Simon. So you opt for another question, right?
Yes.
4A question. All right, Simon. Tell me who had more rushing yards in 2021? The New Orleans Saints or the New England Patriots?
The Patriots.
Patriots is correct. Simon, what letter would you like to guess here?
The only one I know is up there. I'll take a V.
V. There's one V.
Because I have no idea what any of these other words are. Okay, another question.
All right, Simon. Let's take another stroll on over to the FanDuel Sportsbook.
Yeehaw!
Bengals.
I love taking a stroll.
The Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals are playing at the Tennessee Titans this weekend.
True.
Simon, true or false? True or false? The total of this game is set at 49.5.
False.
It is false. It's 47.5. Well,
that was pretty close. That was a close
2
one.
point. Keeping in line with my 2 point gap here. What letter would you like here, Simon?
S.
S. 1 S. Slowly but surely.
Okay, I need another question.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right, Simon, tell me who had more interceptions in 2021? Who had more interceptions in 2021? The New York Giants or the Buffalo Bills?
You said interceptions?
Interceptions, yeah.
I'll go with the Giants, even if it's a trap.
It is the Giants. Well done.
Okay.
What letter would you like?
And this is to bank the money, right? Because I guess the V and the S. I'll take.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I'll take an M.
Bomb.
No!
Big old bomb.
I know 3. I know 3 of the words. I only know 3 of the words. I'm still trying to figure out this other one. I mean, I gotta take a question.
All right, Josh, tell me who has more first downs in 2021? Who has more first downs in 2021? The Chicago Bears or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
First downs?
First downs, yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm sorry, it's the Bears. I Josh math the hell out of you on that one. I'm so sorry, Josh.
How close?
Is 10 away. It was a bigger gap than I thought, and then I looked at it.
That was a coin flip, man. That one was tough. I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Josh. I'll make it.
I'm studying first downs a lot, though. So.
All right, Dave. We're moving on to you.
So if I guess all these, what do I get right now? Is it more?
You get $1,000.
$1,000.
$1,000.
But I could also guess. All right. You know what? I'm going to take a guess. I know what they are, but I want to bank some more money while I can.
All right.
You're going to go for a question.
Oh, you want a question, or would you?
Yeah,
do you want to try and solve?
I want a question. I'm going to get that. If I get that right, I get another 1,000, and then I'll sell for another 1,000.
Also, if you have less than 1,000 in the minimum you can get is 1,000. It doesn't stack. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you have anywhere from 0 to 1,000 in that bankroll, so like you would need to get more than 2 letters for it to be worth your time answering questions. Know what I mean? Gotcha. Otherwise, it's just worth 1,000.
Oh, all right. Then I'll just go ahead and
it's probably worth solving.
So I got rebuild, contender, veto,
rebuild.
What was the last
one?
Bust.
You got it, Dave. Well done.
All
right.
Rebuild is the one I was stuck on.
I thought that was redraft, and then when I guess the D
was there,
and then it completely threw me off.
Yeah, I was like, receive.
Nice job, Javen.
5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, Javen got it.
Rebuild and bust were throwing me off so hard.
I was ready to solve it, and then I guessed the D, and that D went at the end instead of in the middle, and I realized that wasn't redraft, and it completely threw me off.
Dave, you pulled ahead in this one. You pulled ahead. You got 4,000 now in the bank.
This one's going out for the Cornell kids.
For the Cornell kids.
The ones at the school or the ones related to Taylor Cornell?
Taylor Cornell's job.
Okay, gotcha. Screw all you students at Cornell. It doesn't have the same
ring to it, though.
Everyone at Cornell University, Dave doesn't even care about you. He only cares about the Cornell kids. Yeah, he just let you know. He's a brown guy.
He's a brown guy. All right, you guys ready for the next puzzle?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm pretty ready.
And I get to go first, right?
You do.
Really like Mr. Scamber's guest here in the chat. Our stud starter.
Simon is working away over there.
Yeah, it's the right eye closed, counting the letters. That's my fantasy fortune face.
Yeah. All right, contestants out of the chat. Simon, we're coming to you first since Dave got that one correct. This is an NFL player / movie mashup. This could be something like, what's the example you always use, Simon? The
Las Vegas Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. So
but it can also have
one from yesterday, or Tim Patrick and Morty.
That one was a stretch.
Really tough.
There was also Boston Scott Pilgrim versus the World was another one we've done. So those are some examples of what
if you guys ever need some more of these. This is like right down my alley. I'm more than happy to
let's talk, Dave. Let's talk. But only one of us, because
the rest otherwise
because we can't have like everyone getting these.
I just thought of another one. JL, can I host real quick and do a puzzle?
Yeah,
sure. Okay, thank you.
Weekend at Bernie Kosar's. I like that one coming from Joey.
Oh,
I like that.
Titanic Foles.
Yeah, that's good. All right, Simon, we're coming to you first. Ready for a question?
Yep. Reminder to everyone back in the private chat if you're in the comments, and then I will take a question because I have no idea what this is.
All right, Simon, tell me, who had more fantasy points, PPR fantasy points in Wild Card Weekend?
Shoot.
Who had more PPR fantasy points in Wild Card Weekend? Elijah Mitchell or Odell Beckham?
Ooh.
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham is correct. What letter would you like, Simon?
N.
N. One N.
No, that is not where I thought the N was. Okay, I will take another question.
I bet I knew where you thought it was.
Up your butt.
Damn it.
I bet you thought it was in the third word.
I did. I thought it was in or on. I thought it was one of those two words.
All right, Simon, who had more rushing touchdowns in Wild Card Weekend? Who had more rushing touchdowns in Wild Card Weekend? During Wild Card Weekend. Over Wild Card Weekend?
You reap what you sow, you know?
You reap what you sow. Debo Samuel or Devin Singletary?
I'm trying to remember if Singletaries were rushing or receiving because I know we had two, but I'll go Singletary.
Singletary is correct, Simon.
Okay.
Well done.
Did Debo have 3, Simon?
Well, I didn't know if Singletaries were both rushing or if one was a receiving. That's what I was like. That was the debate I was having there. Not if Debo had 3. I'll take a T.
T. 1 T.
Okay, not where I thought. I'm really trying to get that third word, and it keeps on avoiding me.
All right, Simon. This is you're going into your third question here. So last chance to buy vowels if you like.
No, I'll just take a question. Sometimes these take a while to solve, so I'm trusting that it'll get back to me.
All right, Simon. Tell me who had more fantasy points during Wild Card Weekend? Who had more fantasy points during Wild Card Weekend? Gabe Davis or Ramondre Stevenson?
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis is correct. What letter would you like?
I watched a lot of that Bills game. So I will take an S.
S.
Excuse me.
Oops. Bonk.
Are you joshing me right now?
No points for you.
Look at all that work I did. I answered 3 trivia questions right about fantasy points and wild card weekend, and then just nothing.
I'm sorry.
I want points.
All right.
Can we get some more points?
We can try.
All right.
We can definitely try.
Let's make it
all
happen.
right.
Let's make it happen.
All right, Josh. Who's more receiving yards on the season? Who's more receiving yards in 2021?
True.
Deontay Johnson or T. Higgins?
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson's correct. What letter would you like to guess here?
Give me an R.
R.
So
hey, give me those R's. Yeah.
So confident in that Deontay response.
Well done, Josh. That's going to give you $2,000.
I want to solve.
Go ahead, say it.
Trevor Lawrence of Arabia.
God, you stinker.
Well done,
let's go.
Josh.
Wow. I figured out Trevor. I was like, Trevor Lawrence. Of Arabia. That's how
that one's for Joey. Shout out to Joey.
Nice job, Josh.
And Mr. Scamper's got it before you, Josh.
I believe he did. I believe he did.
Josh, that's going to give you 2,000.
The cat, yet again, showing that cats are superior to humans at solving fantasy fortune puzzles.
Cat movie buffs.
Yeah, I'm in the chat now. I see he said, "Go, Josh. Go, Mr. Scampers."
Yeah, mutual respect. Mutual
See,
respect.
like this would happen to me. He said Trevor, and that's exactly the process for me with Geek Hippie. I was like, Trevor, Trevor Lawrence, you know.
And John in here saying, "Scampers at the buzzer. Chat wins. The chat does win again. Almost undefeated.
Is there another Trevor in the NFL, or is Trevor Lawrence the only one?
Trevor
Simeon.
Trevor
Simeon.
Trevor Simeon of Arabia.
It's the sequel it's the
it did
sequel
not
they
do
try
well
to forget
at the box
about.
office.
Yeah, it went straight to. It was like a made-for-TV movie. It didn't go to theaters.
Mr. Scamper said, "Plot twist. I'm a dog." Wow, you catfished us, I guess.
You do a great job typing.
Joey saying Lawrence of Arabia is a top 5 men's haircut movie.
Well,
Don't
I've
know
never
what that
seen
means.
Lawrence.
I think it means that they play it
by
at
the
the
way.
barbershop while you're getting your hair cut or something.
Oh, okay.
I took it as just the haircuts in it are ridiculous, but that was just I don't even think I've seen Lawrence of Arabia, by the way.
FanDuel's 100% right. The chat wins every time.
Every time.
We are not even going to try to compete with our chat. We know you guys are the top dogs.
So, Dave, let me ask you, how do you feel about Trevor Lawrence after a rough rookie season? How are you what's your outlook on Trevor Lawrence going into next season?
I mean, he looked pretty good at the end of the season once Urban Meyer, not great, but he did show improvement when Urban Meyer left there. So I'm not ready to completely write him off yet. I mean, we've seen a lot of historically great quarterbacks struggle their rookie season. Peyton Manning is the most obvious of them. So, I think that if he gets a good coach in the offseason, I'm still holding on to some faith. I mean, we saw it was kind of weird. It's like week 1, he looked really good. Week 18, he looked really good. And everything in between, he didn't look so great. So I'm hoping that he can just put it together over the course of a full season. I think he's still a top 10 dynasty quarterback, just knowing the ceiling that he can possess. But yeah, definitely a disappointing rookie year.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. Trevor Lawrence, I know he was exalted as this generational prospect. He could do no wrong, but he had glaring flaws in his college game that I thought were because of the Clemson system. They had wide receivers that were faster than everybody on the field. He never had to move past his first read in that Clemson offense. It wasn't something he was used to doing. And we saw the same thing. You watch Trevor Lawrence play this year. He locks onto that first read. He telegraphs with his eyes what he's planning on doing, who he's going to throw the ball to. And it was a major, major issue. But that flaw is something that is so coachable. He just needs someone in there that can help him fix those little flaws in his game. He still has all the talent in the world that made him the unanimous number 1 overall pick from the time he was a freshman in college, right? He still has that talent. If you can get a good coach in there, Dave, I'm with you. I think they can fix those flaws in his game, and the sky's the limit for this guy.
And when he didn't have that first read available in college, he checked down to Travis Etienne, who comes back from injury next year. So he's got his safety blanket coming back next year too. I think he's a pretty good buy low option out there right now.
Yeah,
I think I'm a little bit lower than both you guys, to be honest. He's definitely not a top 10 quarterback in Dynasty for me at this point. I mean, what I saw was not great. Yeah, he showed a little bit in weeks 1 and the last week of the season. I do agree, but it's a bad team. At Clemson, at least he had top tier talent around him the whole time he was there. So
good point.
He does not have that with the Jaguars.
Maybe the Jags will draft Justin Ross again, and then they'll just fully load
I'm not out on Trevor
there.
Lawrence though. I want to make that clear. I am not completely. I'm not saying he's a bust yet. I'm not saying he's going to be a horrible NFL quarterback.
So
I
Dave,
want to give him a shot.
As the Bears fan, I'm just curious. In a dynasty league,
Justin Fields,
you get to pick one: Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Fields over Lawrence.
Okay,
taking Fields
and Trey
over
Lance.
Yeah, I've got Fields one spot above Trey Lance, and then I've got all three of them back to back actually, and it is Fields, Lance, Lawrence.
It would be Lance, Fields, Lawrence for me.
All right,
I'm pulling up my rankings because I forgot what order I had them in. It's Lawrence, Fields, Lance for me is the order that I have, but Lawrence and Fields are back to back in my rankings.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready to get into the next puzzle?
Let's do it.
All right, this is a new category. Well, sort of new, relatively new. We played it the last couple times we played this, but it's so these are
3-letter
names. These are 4 players. They're all on the same team, and it's just their first names, and it's crossword style. All right. So who got the last one right? It was Josh. So Dave, we're moving on to you. What would you like a question?
Please.
All right. Who had a higher fantasy points per game in 2021? Who had higher fantasy points per game over 2021? Debo Samuel or Mark Andrews?
Oh, I'm going to go with Debo.
Debo's absolutely correct. Well done, Dave. What letter would you like?
Let's go with S.
S. Bonk. I'm so sorry, Dave. No S's in this puzzle. Simon, our one-eyed pirate down there, you ready for a question or can you solve? And out of the chat, contestants.
I need a question.
I was not out of the chat, so thank you for reminding me.
The chat.
I've been out of the chat this whole time. I've been leaving it to you, Dale.
It's tough for me to
there's 96 comments in there right now.
When I see the comments build up, I want to check it.
I need to click it. Yeah.
97 now. It's just building. We're gonna get it 200 before I click on it.
All right, Simon. Who had a higher fantasy points per game over 2021? Who had a higher fantasy points per game over 2021? DeAndre Swift or Tyreek Hill? Hill is correct.
I'll take an
about 16.1 for DeAndre Swift and 18.2 for Tyreek Hill.
Well, I got the question right.
You're wrong. You're wrong about one of those.
I was right with Swift.
You're right with Swift. Yeah.
Oh, well, that is not the letter I said, but I'll take it.
I thought you said N.
I said M, but that's okay.
Oh.
That is okay. I'll take it.
I also heard N.
Well, then I said N. I said N.
I think you said
obviously that's good. And that's why I always try to specify Nancy. N is in Nancy. N and M's are the top.
Oh, Nancy.
I'll need
Nancy Leslie.
Another question.
All right, Simon. Who lost more fumbles in 2021? Who lost more fumbles in 2021? Derek Carr or Austin Eckler?
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is correct. What letter would you like?
T.
Derek Carr lost a buttload of them, didn't he?
He lost 5.
Oh, okay. I thought it was actually even more.
All right, Simon. You could buy a vowel. You could take another question, or you could solve.
What?
I'm with you, Simon. What?
What? I had so many teams with 2-3-letter names on them, and none of the names ended in N or T. No.
I'm with you, Simon. I'm with you.
I'll take.
Most of them ended in an E. Never mind. An E.
Take another question.
Yeah.
All right, Simon. Who had more receiving touchdowns in 2021? Stephon Diggs or Dalton Schultz?
Stephon Diggs or Dalton Schultz. And the category was receiving touchdowns, you said?
It was.
Oh, shoot. I figured out a lot of this puzzle just now, so I need to get this right. Oh, God, I'm going to get it wrong. Schultz.
Sorry, Simon.
No!
Stephon Diggs has 10. Schultz
I got this one figured out in the end, so I'm hoping it makes it back to me.
All right, Josh.
I don't know anything yet.
I've got 3 of the names.
I've got them all.
Lost, guys.
I've got them all.
All right, Josh. Would you like a question?
I'm so.
All right, I'm going to start reading the question.
Yeah,
all right.
Read me a question. I mean, I'm still.
All right, Josh. Who has more receiving touchdowns in 2021? DeAndre Hopkins, or Marquise Brown?
Oh. DeAndre Hopkins missed so much time, but he had like 10 touchdowns before he got hurt. It's got to be Hopkins, right?
It's Hopkins. He has 2 more. What letter would you like, Josh?
Give me an R. I don't know.
An R. Bonk. I'm so sorry, Dave. You seem like you know it. Would you like to solve?
I'm just gonna guess it because I have not been doing too good on the trivia questions. I'm thinking this is Deontay, Najee, Ben, and Pat.
Pat. That's the name I was missing.
Oh, well done.
I thought of Pat, and I was like, so no, Patrick Mahomes. He does not go by Pat. Don't call him Pat. His mom doesn't like that, so that's
also not
Pat
on the Steelers
for some reason.
He's also not on the Steelers. Yes.
Oh yeah. He isn't, is he? I didn't even think about using that N to try to figure out N names. I was just like, what first name ends with an N?
I don't know why. Right when that first N popped up, I just saw Deontay for some reason.
Just
and
filled
then
in.
Sometimes beautiful minds are Queen's Gambits, where you look up at the ceiling and the puzzle just evolves for you.
Emily in here saying, your wife here saying, do this Jeopardy style and the most competitive Dave shall emerge, leaving everyone frustrated. I say this from personal experience.
We'll bring you back for Fantasy Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Jeopardy's my jam. I watch a lot of Jeopardy.
Maybe we'll bring you and Emily on for some Fantasy Jeopardy, and we'll have a Kluge special.
See, there's something about like mindless trivia that I'm just really... I know a lot about, or I know a little bit about a lot of different topics. And,
I'm with you, Dave.
Yeah, Jeopardy trivia.
I also fall under that category.
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
Yep.
There's certain things I focus on, obviously.
Yes. Heights and weights for some reason is the thing that Josh focuses on.
I can tell you heights and weights of a lot of players. I don't know what.
So weird. Albert in here 4 minutes ago. He got most of it, and then he followed it up with the last one. Yeah. Well done, Albert. All right, you guys ready to get into our next question?
I didn't get one name entire time.
The whole time. Dave, you're keeping your lead here, but these guys, they can come
back for you.
It is not out of reach.
I'm going wall to wall on this puzzle. I'm getting 3 questions right, and then I'm solving it.
Movie matchup.
This is another NFL player movie mashup. We got there.
I'm writing down all the ones that I thought of because every time you put one up, I start thinking of something that fits, and we're gonna have some good puzzles next time.
All right, Dave, you got the last one correct. So Simon, we are on to you. Would you like a question?
Yes, I would like a question.
All right, Simon, who had more receiving yards in 2021? Who had more receiving yards in 2021? Jalen Waddle or Terry McLaurin?
Jalen Waddle.
I'm sorry, Terry McLaurin.
Oh, really?
That was a tough one.
I'm surprised.
All right, Josh, we're coming back to you. Would you like a question?
Yeah.
Think you could solve it?
No.
Okay. No. All right, Josh, tell me who had more receiving yards in 2021. Rob Gronkowski.
Okay.
Rob Gronkowski or Jacoby Myers.
Oh, so Rob Gronkowski didn't have a ton of receiving. It's Jacoby Myers. It is
Jacoby Myers by about 60 yards. It's not huge, but
wow.
What letter would you like?
Way closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Give me that T.
3 T's, triple T's.
Okay.
Great bar.
Big money.
A mediocre bar, I guess.
Is that a bar?
Shout out in Clemson, triple T's.
Clemson bar.
Oh, okay.
It's the Clemson bar. When you turn 21,
my name's not Simon.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah, duh.
Are you sure it's not Simon?
I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for our question.
Another question. All right,
God,
Josh. Who had more receiving yards in 2021? Who had more receiving yards in 2021? Cole Beasley or Brandon Ayuk?
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk's correct.
Not confidently answering there.
Over 100 yards. What letter would you like?
I
Josh?
bet it's closer on receptions than it is yards. If I had to,
be.
I had to take a wild guess. Give me an R.
R. One R.
I need one R. Holy crap!
It's gonna put $2,000 in your bank, Josh. This is your last opportunity to buy vowels before you.
I'll buy an E.
Buying an E. 4 E's. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Josh, you buy another vowel. Take your third question.
Give me my third question.
Third question. All right. All right, Joshua. All right, Joshua. Tell me who had more passing yards in 2021? Who had more passing yards in 2021? The Buffalo Bills or the Los Angeles Rams?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
What's going to be, Josh?
The Rams.
The Rams is correct. Well done. 400 yards. Josh, what letter?
I'm not confident at all.
You get this letter right, you bank it.
That's the thing. And just to make sure I get it, unless this is some crazy weird word, I'm going to take the H.
H. There's one H.
I'm fine with that. I'll take that.
All right, Josh, you got about 5 seconds to try and solve this.
Just go to Dave.
We'll just go
to Dave.
Right to
Give
Dave.
me my money.
I got this one solved.
Do you?
What?
The Curious Case of Eno Benjamin Button.
Oh my God.
Dave with the clutch solve.
And I beat the chat.
And you beat the chat. I don't see it in the chat. That was next level shit.
Sorry,
right
chat.
there, Dave.
I'm flabbergasted. Dave greater than chat, greater than front yard fantasy on this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was awesome. That was quite the pull, Dave. Wow.
I thought that was going to be. Wow. I sent that one to Jay, and I was like, I don't know if this one's too hard. I really want to do this puzzle.
I thought about trying to rack up some points there, but I've got the lead, so I'll just solve that one.
That was probably smart.
Give him his $1,000. Did you already give it to him? No, he still gets 1,000, up to 6,000. Oh my gosh.
6,000. Well Dave, done, Dave.
That is one of the best solves on this show we've ever had. Maybe that Houston had a really good one.
Yep, that's
where he pulled out like a one of this length that was NFL.
There was no letters up yet, and it was a long one, like right.
Man, that is like a top 2 fantasy fortune solve of all time. That's
incredible.
Unreal.
That was incredible. Yeah, you got a huge cheering section here in the chat. Maria said, "Still chat for the win."
That's awesome.
Do better than chat. Do better than. All right, man. We got time for at least one more puzzle. You guys just want to get into it?
Yeah, I really hope it's a long one for my sake.
All right, so let me figure out which one I want to do.
I can still do this, Dave. You better watch out.
All right, we'll do. I'll give you, Dave, the choice here. You have 2 categories to choose from. It can be another same team, first names category, or it can be a same last name, different first names.
Let's do the same team or different name, same team.
Different name. Okay, so the first name's same team.
Same one, yeah.
Okay, all righty. I think that is, I got it right. All right, so there's a caveat to this one. I will give you guys this hint. One of these is a kicker. All right. One of these is a kicker name. So I want to give that caveat just so that you guys aren't spinning your wheels too much. Same rules as the last time we played this category. These players are on the same team, but it is first names. Dave, you got that one correct. So Simon, we're going to you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm still shook that Dave just pulled that one out of nowhere. Like I was nowhere near solving.
I'm just ready to give up at this point.
That was unbelievable. Yeah, give me a question.
All right, Simon, who had more rushing touchdowns in 2021? More rushing touchdowns in 2021. The New England Patriots or the Cleveland Browns?
You said rushing touchdowns?
Rushing touchdowns.
I'll go the Patriots.
Patriots is correct. Patriots is correct. What letter would you like?
I will take a T.
Bonk.
Are you joshing me?
I just gotta say, it seems like the Patriots put out like 4 to 5 rushing touchdowns every week.
Right?
They had the second most rushing touchdowns in the league. Second most.
It's nuts.
That's what I was. It was like Damian Harris would get his 2 in the first half, and then Ramondre Stevenson would get his 2 in the second half. Like, it was just that team was unstoppable on the ground.
Yeah, Emily, I think is still amazed at that poll, Dave.
Me too. I don't know how you did that. That's unreal.
All right, Josh, we're moving on to you. Would you like a question?
Yeah.
All right, Josh, who had more rushing yards in 2021? Who had more rushing yards in 2021? Are Baltimore Ravens or Arizona Cardinals?
Cardinals.
I'm sorry, it's the Ravens.
Okay.
Third most rushing yards in the league.
Yeah.
Third most rushing yards.
No.
All right, Dave, we're back to you. Can you solve this?
No.
Weak. All right. Here is your question, Dave. Which team had more turnovers? Which teams had more turnovers lost? Turnovers lost. The Miami Dolphins or the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Dolphins absolutely is correct. Dave, what letter would you like?
Let's go with N, as in Nancy.
Nancy, thank you. There are 2 N's. That's going to give you $1,000. Dave, you know the drill. You can buy Val. Take another question. Whoops.
I will take another question.
All right. I'll give you your money there. All right, Dave. Tell me, Dave, who had more completions in 2021? Who had more completions in 2021? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Los Angeles Rams?
Bucks.
The Bucks. They're number 1. Well done. What letter would you like?
T as in Tom.
Simon guessed T.
Oh,
he bonked,
all right.
He bonked. So pick another letter.
Let's go with
where's the T?
K.
K. All right. There is 3 Ks. 3 Ks for you, Dave. All right, Dave. That's your second question. So this is your last chance to buy Vals if you would like to, before we move on to your third question, where if you get it right, you get to bank it.
Let's go with the question.
All right. All right, Dave. Who had more receiving yards in 2021? Who had more receiving yards in 2021? Was it Brandon Cooks or was it Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Cooks.
Cooks is absolutely correct. Over 1,000 receiving yards. What letter would you like here, Dave?
I'm going to go with the C.
A C. 2 C's. You're going to bank that money, Dave. You get 1,000 and you get to bank it. And you got about 5 seconds to try and solve it before I move on to Simon.
I got 2 of them, but I have no idea what the other 2 are.
All right. We're moving on to Simon. Give you this banked money. That's going to give you a firm lead, Simon.
Oh, my gosh.
I think I just got him.
I've got 3 of the 4. I'm missing 1, but I need a question, and I got to beat Josh at least. So I need to get some letters on the board.
All right, Simon. Who has more fantasy points in 2020? Who has more total fantasy points in 2021? Alvin Kamara, or Damian Harris?
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara is correct. What letter would you like?
D.
D. 2 Ds.
Okay, I would like to solve.
All right.
That won't put me above Josh, but it'll at least give me a little bit of dignity here, right?
Sure.
Damian, Nick, Kendrick, Mac.
Well done, Simon.
If we're being honest, who is Nick? Kendrick Bourne? Nick Folk. There we go. That was the kicker. Kendrick
Bourne. You heard
Bourne?
Oh, Nick Folk. Oh, he just didn't. And okay, gotcha. He wasn't actually their kicker like most of the year.
Yeah, in the later half.
Okay.
Well done, guys. Dave, dominant victory, Dave. Well done.
Dave.
I mean, I've gotten my butt kicked every time I've come on an FYF show, so I'm happy that I could finally walk away with the W because, man, what was that first show that we did with Peter Howard and
Fantasy Feud?
Fantasy Feud.
Oh, that was such a mess. That was such a good time. Let's do that again.
Steamrolled on that show. We got our butts kicked so bad. I still have nightmares about it.
Me too.
That was that was so much fun. Dave, thank you so much for coming on today. And not only did you win, but you got the most amount of revenge you could have. You absolutely dominated us in this matchup. Josh the closest, but still down by almost $5,000 in this one.
Got dominated.
This might be one of the biggest wins in Fantasy Fortune. Yeah, Dave and the chat are the winners for today. And you know what? I'm going to give the edge to Dave for pulling that puzzle out, the Benjamin Button one, a little bit over the chat today. So we get a rare L for the chat. Dave, thank you so much for coming on today. Guys, if you are not already following our friend Dave on Twitter, go and follow him right now at Dave Kluge. That is Kluge. And Dave is spelled like you spelled Dave. So make sure you guys go follow him on Twitter right now. He's one of our favorite follows in the space and a great friend of the show. Dave, thank you so much for taking the time to come on today. This was, even though I got just embarrassed, this was an absolutely great time.
Yeah, as always, a ton of fun. Thanks for having me, guys.
Ooh, it got a little sultry there at the end.
FanDuel requests that we play the redemption song.
Do we have a redemption song? Guys, that is going to be it for us. That is going to be it for us on this Friday evening. Reminder, we will be live this Sunday for the Sunday night recap. So if you want to come in and talk some playoff football with us, come check us out on the FanDuel YouTube and Twitch channel Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, though, we are out of here. Adios, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Can we always have this music playing
at
the end?
Like, yeah,
let's go.
Play the evening ride music. Driving at night music.
Is it gonna keep playing when I click the outro?
Probably.